I know it's been a really long time, but the holidays are over. It's a new year, and we are ready to bring you some Princesses Saving Dragons. So I'm Jess. You will see me down in the chat as Angry Nerd Girl, and welcome back. As you can see, we are missing Leilani, the beautiful Honey and Dice, and Layla, the wonderful Lynn Meyer. So shoot them some love on Twitter. You can see their handles right underneath their gorgeous pictures by Zan Larson, who will be the first to introduce herself. Zan.
Of course. I am Zan Larson, also known as Pale Wet Rabbit on Twitter and Instagram, and I am playing Yrsa, the Storm Herald Barbarian.
CB.
Hi. Yeah, it's been a while. Critical Bard here. Critical Bard across all social media channels. I am playing Mikali, our what do I play? Shifter, Ancestral Guardian Barbarian, part of the Barbarian duo.
Christina.
Hey, I'm Christina, and I'll be playing our resident cleric, Mama Sokoto, bringing you life right now.
And Margaret.
Hi, I'm Margaret. Margaret May across social media. I will be playing Irie, a creepy waterlogged warlock friend who's got tentacle powers that make no one feel comfortable. Yeah, only keeps getting weirder.
And everyone loves that about her. All right, so what happened previously on Princesses Save Dragons, the White Dragon? Zan, want to give us a recap?
Okay, the White Dragon. So, we ended up following some hunters into the mountains because we knew the general direction they were heading. And we ended up finding a displacer beast, a tiny displacer beast kitten, who ended up following a trail which led us directly to a couple of puppies, or a puppy and a dog, which were with
Hellhound.
yeah, Blink Dog and a Hellhound, who were with the hunters. It appeared like the Blink Dog and the kitten knew each other, but it ended up leading to a confrontation, and Yrsa ended up getting the dogs away with the other members and intimidating the two hunters off of the mountain. One of them actually ended up being killed by Cruella de Vil's coat mound.
Sugar to Cur, we're not up for getting sued here.
Oh,
but
sorry.
Her fashion golem.
The fashionable sugar ended up killing her companion with a coat mound. Yeah. So then we reached the White Dragon after a race with some icy air elementals, which both Yrsa and Aerie could communicate with, and the White Dragon looked like was eating. So yeah, no speaking Auran around the White Dragon for the future because associates it with food. But the White Dragon was curled up in a skeleton, rather large skeleton of its mother, and we ended up persuading it to come with us and meet their new family, and with its little bits of treasure, which some of them were the bones of the tail of its mother, and it was so sad.
And as you left, the portal opened, and you stepped back into Caraboss's castle through her mirror, and you leveled up. So here you are, level 8. Congratulations. And you immediately find yourself surrounded by your favorite, the imps.
Oh no.
You step out of a massive mirror, and you notice that your friend Macaulay, who had gone missing while you were in the area where everyone had a British accent, has reappeared. Macaulay, you have kind of just been summoned through this mirror and run into your friends again.
Wait, where would I have been before?
So since you were gone, they've rescued a gold dragon from the Rat King.
Mm-hmm.
And then a white dragon. While you were off, would you have gone home?
Yes. Yes.
That's what I figured.
Yes.
So you would have gone to check on your kingdom. And suddenly kind of, possibly against your will, got sucked back through a mirror.
Okay, yes, great. Cool.
Thank you for the follow, Avisha. Um,
Hold on, already? Maybe? Okay. I don't know how that happened. Anywho.
You okay?
Yeah. No, I was looking Zoom.
Okay.
I was like, huh? So, cool. Yeah, she's just like, what the fuck is going on? And then she kind of gets composes herself. I assume we are back at this dragon thing.
Yes, we have just rescued this white dragon. I assume you were called here because there is another that we need to save.
Why she can get someone else, I'm not sure, but fine. Yes, I will help get another dragon.
And at that you hear a now familiar voice kind of laughing. And see a green fire burst in front of you. And out steps a very tall, slender, angular woman in black with horns. On a hat, not actual horns. She's not a tiefling. Says, "You assume correctly, Macaulay. Thank you for the precious gift. I'll see that this one has a good home with their sisters and brothers." And you see the white dragon just kind of run off to what is now an increasingly large nest of dragons. There's the ones that you delivered, but there's also now a silver one and a copper one too. So there's quite a collection here.
That is very interesting.
So as you can see, I'm missing something quite essential. And I believe I know where I would find it. This last task is incredibly important. Please do not fail me.
You say that as if people have failed so far.
Some have, but they're no longer of a concern to me or to anyone really. Far in the woods, beyond this kingdom, you will find a cottage in which live 3 pests. They have a red dragon, and I want it.
And what exactly are these pests? It would seem to us that everything that isn't your friend is a pest, so it's actually not as helpful as you might think it is.
3 women, but you can't believe a word they say. One of them might say she's my sister. She's lying.
Huh. And anything to describe these sisters? I'm not going to assume every woman I find is related to you.
Oh, you'll know them when you see them. Well, the one who calls herself my sister. In fact, she kind of rubs her hand on the mirror. She says, "This is a precious gift." In fact, she might have something similar. She's an older, hideous woman. You'll know her with a raven. And you know, as she's saying this, that Caraboss has a massive raven on her shoulder. So then there's one who's obsessed with the color purple or pink or something. She's quite short, but don't let that fool you. She can look like anything. She also has usually some bird to sing for her in a cage, and whoever they've gotten to take my place, I can't even imagine what she looks like. I'm sure she's terrible.
And the last one?
As I said, I don't know her.
Ah, your replacement, I see.
If you don't mind us asking, Caraboss, how long ago was this replacement?
You never ask a lady's age, but
We're all women.
centuries, I assume. In fact, my replacement must be looking quite haggard by now.
We'll be sure to give you a very detailed description of how awful she is, just for you, as an extra.
Please do. Please do. And I want the red dragon.
Do you have any insight into how old or how large the red dragon has become?
That's the thing that's strange. I see it through the mirror, and it looks quite small. But it seems much older. And sometimes there's another dragon. One of them might lie to you and say they're a dragon. Do not trust a word they say. You cannot trust old women in the woods.
I think that's quite sensible.
Good to know. Important safety tip.
Yeah, yours is remembering the other old woman in the woods that was on fire.
Yeah, every time Iris met a woman in the woods, it has not gone well.
Because they're jealous. And they get invited to the best parties. And I'm well shot of them. Please bring me the dragon. You have your orders.
Of course.
Orders. We will do what you ask.
I hear you laugh, Macaulay. Not that I've outlived countless rulers. I've placed them on thrones and torn them off just as easily.
You say that as that's supposed to scare me. Or you say that as if I'm supposed to listen. Or you say that as if I'm supposed to care. I'm not laughing to laugh at you. I'm laughing at the fact that you seem to have this idea that you pluck people from their timelines and command them to do your bidding. It's just funny, that's all. You will get the dragon, do not worry.
Mortal lifelines are short. Don't throw yours away.
And don't threaten the queen either. She'll turn around and walk out.
Here, so you have 3 imps poking at you and offering you hot coals.
Yrsa's going to use wind to, like, push them out a corridor.
Okay. And Mama, at this point, you have another one. Just approach you with a bag.
Oh, what is this?
You came back.
Yes, I did.
From kitchens.
Oh, you brilliant one! Is this more bread?
And the imp, like, smiles and does a little dance.
Oh.
The bag is about as tall as the imp.
Oh, wow. Okay. You know, we have some still left over that it's gone a little stale, but you know what? Could we switch it out for this fresh bread? It smells so good.
Make bread witch.
Bread witch. Yes. Okay, that's a wonderful recipe idea. Thank you. We'll take it.
Tosses the bag at you and then, like, scampers off.
Ay, more bread. Well, princesses, we will carbo load.
Ooh, more bread? And Irie's, like, excited. Probably was also carrying the other bread bag. Let's be real. So, like, bread is not a thing we do under the sea. This is cool.
You have so much bread.
I have so much to learn about carbs. I was eating very keto friendly before this, and like this is cool. So cool. Once we are outside of the chamber where Karavasa is, I would like to approach Macaulay, just sort of come up beside. And I'll take out the clockwork amulet at this point and mention to her, I don't know where your journey took you, but this is something we got on ours. I think it might be more interesting for you than for me. And she'll pass it to Macaulay. This is a Xanathar's Guide to Everything item, and I can tell you more about it, but...
Oh, I can look it up.
Cool. It's the clockwork amulet in there. It's essentially, lets you skip a die roll and take 10 instead.
She will take that and... See, something tells me that you will rise to your throne sooner than you might think. Because you have power, you have strength, yet you don't flaunt it, and you don't assume that others don't. I like you.
I like you too.
I'll also give you a little tip from a queen, if you will take it. Just because someone has lived forever does not mean they can't die. Just remember that.
Irie has an inward smile that she herself can't explain. But yeah. And you might have registered a little bit of surprise when she hears Macaulay likes her. But yeah. Cool. Yeah, that's probably gonna help you more than it helps me. Enjoy.
Thank you.
All right.
Clockwork
And then back looking for more scones.
And yours is the last to leave the room. Whether she was pushing around more imps or maybe had a word with Karabas, we don't know.
And Karabas just kind of looks at her son and says, I'll be checking.
Oh my god, I'm super high. Sorry. Shit. There we go.
And gives you a nod.
I'm sure you don't want its return any more than I do.
Don't always assume. But yes, I suppose that would be inconvenient. And then she kind of walks into a flame and vanishes.
let me tell you, inwardly, Macaulay is just like, I need to talk with my juicy to make sure I can do that one day.
So, head imp, who is now wearing kind of a blue satiny cape, is kind of going like, "Ah, this way, and leading you out a different door than you've gone out before, kind of a different side staircase. So instead of going out through a mass of thorns, this one takes you out through rose bushes.
So pretty. You think that she would mind if I, took a little snip?
And at this, the imp just kind of goes and closes the door and goes back inside.
I'm totally taking a snip.
You do that, and you notice this rose is very wet.
Ooh. Why? Ooh.
And
Try to shake it off a little bit.
there seems to be red on your hand.
Is it bleeding? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you, Rosebush.
You're just going to take a little bit of that and smell it and see if it smells like blood.
It does, in fact, smell like blood.
Irie will go over and take Mama Coco's hand and like she's gonna just, I don't know, almost like she's gonna do palm reading, but instead like lick a finger to see if it tastes like blood.
It tastes like blood.
Tastes like
I
blood.
think we should perhaps leave these bushes alone.
Would you
Yes,
like me
yes,
to-
yes.
And I can clean it. Like
the
she makes a move.
rose
Would you like me? Yeah.
Where it had been red and came off on your hand is now white.
So pretty, but why with the blood? I mean, I understand you have to have an aesthetic, but really? Come on. I'll just drop the rose on the ground and leave
As
it.
you do, it immediately shrivels up and dies.
Macaulay is just kind of like, not in the back, but just kind of stepped away from the group as they're doing this. And she will whistle. I cannot whistle. I'm not going to try it. But she'll whistle over at Mama. And she'll hold out her hand. And you'll see a small bud in her hand.
Aww.
And then it'll slowly turn and it'll form a red rose. She'll hand it over.
Macaulay. Gracias, mija. I
And then
love it.
she looks back over at Ira again and winks.
I'm gonna put it in my hair.
I love how pretty yet creepy this all is. This is great.
And you see ahead of you that these rose bushes kind of form a covered path. And far out ahead, you can see what looks like a village.
Well, I'm sure we can ask the village about a cabin in the woods. Would they know where a cabin in the woods is? I'm not very practiced in dealing with villagers.
I mean, if their home is surrounded by a certain kind of terrain, it makes sense they would know about the monsters that might live there, and old women could be monsters, right? So, maybe?
Let's just go in, roll in, and say bonjour to as many people as we possibly can. And, someone will have an idea. But also, if they want to live this close to a grove of bleeding roses, maybe we kind of, take it with a grain of salt, yes?
Mama, they are not bleeding. They were simply, for lack of a better word, painted.
Aye, but who would paint such a beautiful white rose red?
And who disappears in green flame as if they run the well?
Fair.
Irie will lean over to Yrsa and be like, painting the roses with blood is bad. Right?
It's not generally considered a good thing.
Creepy, right? Ominous. Yeah.
Yes, yes. But I'm sure if someone didn't want anyone approaching their castle, that might be a thing to do. After all, who would want to approach such a place?
Could attract all kinds of things, not good things.
That is true. It isn't what I would have chosen.
Nah, it's a look, though.
It's a look.
It's a look.
Sorry. A little bit of me bleeding over there.
So, as you walk, you see ahead of you what appears to be a procession of some kind, going in massive, expensive carriages with trumpeters in front of them, heading off into this town. You see jugglers and all sorts of very fancy things, a gilded carriage. They're pretty far ahead, but you could run and catch them if you wanted.
Curious. Do I see any coats of arms or anything of that nature?
Yes, you do, actually. If you'd like to give me a history check to see if you recognize it.
Since that's a natural 2, I'm going to say no.
I'll tell you what it is, just say that you're not familiar with it. So you see a massive golden lion head on a red background.
Macaulay, one of yours?
Oh, no, Macaulay! But no,
Yrsa so doesn't know what it is, she immediately associates it with Macaulay.
she will look because I don't know what you have planned right now, but I really don't know what you have planned right now. So she's going to look and see if she notices this, especially the golden line, which is her aesthetic, hardcore.
It is hardcore her aesthetic, but it is not like it's not from around her neck of the woods.
Yeah. Okay, good. I was making sure that you weren't playing anything, which is fine if you were. Because they don't got the coats of arms. They don't got time.
I was gonna say, but Holly's folk are not like into jousting kind of thing.
But cool. But being a queen, would I recognize?
Give me a history check.
I can. Ooh.
With advantage because you are also a lion.
Hey, because I got a +0 to history. That is an 8. The other one was a natural 1.
Ooh, okay.
The two queens were not paying attention in foreign diplomacy.
Clearly. So, you know that there is another royal lion family.
Yeah.
That's from very far away. And they also have kind of a different aesthetic. And that you don't remember their names, but it's unclear who the ruler is at this time.
Okay.
Are there any, like, guards following, announcing anything?
In fact, you do see some Goliaths with trumpets that are pretty much like, make way for the princess. And then one of them elbows the other and they say, make way for the queen. Make way for the queen.
Alright. Yeah. I'm gonna pop my guitar out and start strumming a little bit for us. Maybe we can fit in if we want to see what it is. Eh?
Yeah, that sounds clever. Sure. And Ari will start to dance like someone who hasn't danced on legs. but is really committing to the bit.
Maybe we should see the reaction of the townsfolk before we jump into this caravan.
Well, it sounds like two of you are following the caravan. Are you like trying to get ahead of it to stop them, or just kind of like going to get their attention?
Alongside, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, we're probably kind of a little bit off the road or on the very edge of it at this
going
point.
Perpendicularly to them, like kind of approaching the town from different angles.
Okay. Yeah, I just am far more interested in how the town is reacting to the procession at the moment, since I obviously know nothing about who the procession is.
Okay. Give me a perception check, because you're still kind of a little bit of a walk from the town. Like, you can see townsfolk, but it's hard to make out what they're doing.
Second pair of dice, and that's a natural 3.
Okay. You see people walking around town.
Yeah, it's like, actually with my perception that does bump it up to 9, but it's still not.
Okay. No, that does help. You see people kind of congregating and then splitting apart.
Okay.
So they seem to be like getting in small clusters and then running indoors.
That's odd. I'm going to, I guess, try and get ahead of the procession and see if I can slip into one of these buildings, since people are heading indoors.
You find there's one building where people are not running indoors, and you see two very glamorous women standing outside that seem to actually be somewhat beckoning the carriage.
Okay.
Would you want to go in? They seem to be standing in front of a shop. Would you go to their building or to one where people are running inside?
One to where people are running inside.
Okay.
And I'm going to see what they're talking about.
Okay. What is everybody else doing?
I've got sidetracked as fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were typing a lot. Are you okay?
I'm so sorry. I was like, I meant to mute too. I'm good. Yeah. I'm helping a friend get affiliate. That's all. Anywho.
I am going to throw a guidance at Yrsa before she takes off.
Okay.
I'm going to pay attention to what Yrsa's doing, but also try to, I haven't had an excuse to dance. And while this was a thing that was fun at court when you were part fish, it's different on land. So trying to like get the counts down a little bit. So trying to rock performance, but also keep an eye on my party member. So if I have to run interference by being a distracting dancer, maybe I can try and do that. We'll see how that goes.
Okay. So you're running interference for Yrsa or for Mama? Sorry.
I'm trying to follow along with the music and dance, but keep an eye on what Yrsa's doing in case, like, I want to see if someone notices her and seems alarmed by her.
Okay. Sounds good. And what about Macaulay? What are you doing while this is going down?
So, sorry. Recap what just happened. Yrsa ran off towards the procession, the parade. Wait, what?
Past the parade into the buildings in the town where townsfolk are hiding.
They're hiding from the processional.
Yeah, except for two women who are standing in front of a shop that appear to be kind of like beckoning the processional. And Mama is playing alongside the processional, and Irie is keeping an eye on Yrsa and like dancing along.
Okay, then Macaulay will Irie and Mama are probably fine. Yrsa went off. Is there indulge my needs for a second. How tall are the buildings? The village buildings?
I was about to say feet. Probably, and they're probably like, you would guess they're like thatched roofs, not huts, but probably would guess that none of them are taller than like 10 feet.
Oh, okay, great. Then I'm going to shift. I'm going to the sound that's coming in my mind is swoosh. So she's going to swoosh over to the side with her speed, and is going to attempt to get on top of a building and then just watch from the a higher vantage point to see what's going on.
Okay. So, let's deal with Yrsa first. Yrsa, are you trying to stealth your way into a building or just follow a crowd?
Just trying to follow. It seems to be what everyone is doing, so just trying to blend in as much as possible and make her way into one of the buildings.
Okay. So you go into, you follow what appears to be a couple of gnomes and some of their children, as well as a human. And the gnomes are basically saying, like, hide your coins. And they're telling the kids, like, put coins in your shoes, put them in your shoes. And they stop and see you and they're like, are you? No, we have enough. We are so sorry, milady. Are you here on behalf of the sheriff?
No. I am new to this area. I was a bit curious as to what was going on. I saw most of these people heading indoors, and I was wondering if there was, if I should be indoors as well.
And one of the women kind of gathers the children behind her protectively, and she goes, well, it's not polite to go into someone's house unannounced, you know. I mean, we thought you were with the...
I'm terribly sorry. My name is Yrsa. I come from very far north. We obviously have some different customs.
Hello, Yrsa from far north.
If you wish me to leave, I will head back out now. But you seem frightened. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, it's fine. We just, well, we didn't expect the procession to be so soon, and we gave the sheriff everything that we had when he was here last week. And we don't, well, I mean, not everything. We've been scrimping and saving for the children's, birthdays, and we were able to scrap a few coppers together, but, we still need food, and, well, it's just bad timing for the procession is what it is. But you don't need to worry about us. Please make yourself at home. You've probably been traveling, and nothing to worry about, my dear.
You mean to tell me that this sheriff is taking so much from you that you are having trouble meeting basic expenses?
Well, it's not the sheriff's fault, ma'am, says the human who's there, and she kind of just, I mean, it's all to fund the Queen's war.
Yrsa is doing her best to look very calm right now. Excuse me, as I said, I'm new to the area. I'm unaware of such a war. However, this tax seems excessive. Who is this queen?
And you hear one of the kids laugh and say, well, that's a matter of debate, isn't it? And one of the gnomes just hushes her. She goes, what? Queen Joan took the throne while her sister Roberta has been at war.
Took the throne, not not resides in absentia?
Well, it's a matter of debate if Roberta's fallen or not. She's been at war for a long time, you see.
I see. However, getting back to these taxes. And yours is just like, I hardly think with a procession like that, the coffers have fallen on such hard times that they need to tax so strictly.
Well, I wouldn't know, milady. I'm just a farmer.
Mm-hmm. I have a good idea of what is happening here now. I do thank you for your time. And with that, Yrsa is going to hand over 2 gold. It's just like, keep this in a safe place. Thank you very much for your hospitality.
They kind of start tearing up. I don't know. Well, I better swallow it. I don't know what to do if they come into the house. One of the others just kind of looks at her and says, It's all right. Auntie Gilda probably won't come today. And if we stay away from the shop, there's no reason for her to sick the sheriff on us, okay? And she just kind of breathes. And the kids are pretty much like, Gold? I've never seen gold! You must be rich!
My family is quite provided for.
So, what's going on with Mama and Irie?
You know what, Mama? You want to go first? I'm gonna want to message Yrsa and be like, so you beating people up, or good?
Are you murdered?
Are you murdered, or is someone else murdered, or is murdering happening that should have assistance? What's up?
Yeah, Yrsa's going to be making her way out of the building at this point because she doesn't want to bother or scare these people anymore. But we'll be answering Ari and just going, there is something very wrong with the ruling faction of this kingdom. I would like to have a discussion with whoever's in charge. Are they in the procession by chance?
Let me get back to you on that. Feel like I should yield the floor to Mama.
I'm gonna kind of roll up beside the Goliaths who are trumpeting, and I'm just kind of strum along with them to kind of give it an extra oomph and try and get their attention a little bit. But like, hey, you up there?
And one of them kind of looks at you and is like, hey, yeah, what's up?
Okay, so, Dime, tell me all the chisme. I want to know, who is in this fabulous cart? Like, what is this? I'm from out of town. I knew. What's going on?
And one of the Goliaths just kind of, well, we're not supposed to talk, actually. But, it's the Queen's cart.
All
It's
right.
Queen Joan's cart. And we're the ones who carry it.
Queen Joan's cart. Wow. She sounds so important.
She's a queen.
Oh, well.
And are you playing this whole time?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. As you are playing, you hear from behind you, ooh, what is that spicy music? Stop the cart immediately! Bring me this musician, please!
Dead.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna send a message to Macaulay. Macaulay, Mita, they're stopping the carriages. What can you see?
Lady Histina, there's a bard here. And are you still looking forward, or have you turned around at this point?
I will turn around slowly
You
with
see
a smile.
a Yuan-Ti open the cart, wearing a hat with a huge feather in it. Just kind of give you a dead-eyed glare.
Hello.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry. I saw your procession and I was just so moved by the music and the happiness and the joy. I just thought, oh, I'm just an old woman. I might as well join in. I can leave.
Histina, stop being so suspicious. Let her in. And the Yuan-Ti just kind of gestures and gives you a this.
Oh boy. All right. I will go towards the Yuan-Ti.
I'm gonna keep an eye while this is happening. Be like, I don't know, the dance move equivalent of "Do you want me to go with you?"
To go with you.
Yeah, I will headbang an affirmation.
Excellent.
So Macaulay,
The
what you
language
see
of dance.
from your perch, you have seen Yrsa go into a building for what seems like quite a while, with a human and some gnomes. Now you have seen a snake woman pop out of a royal carriage. And Mama and Irie are going into the carriage.
Oof. Okay. That is amazing. Wow. Um.
And what's your passive perception?
14.
Okay, so kind of below you, in front of a fancy storefront, you hear these two fancy women starting to kind of mutter back and forth to each other. But you can't hear exactly what they're saying.
I'm going to grab some dust from my little pack. I'm going to sprinkle it at my feet, and it's going to grow into these little vines that snap around my feet as I cast Longstrider on myself. And I am going... They're right below me?
No, you can see them. I figured you were kind of getting a view in between the town and the carriage, so they're like in the heart of the town. So you can like see them, hear them. Like hear talking. They're kind of the only people out at this point.
Okay, I'm just going to move either on top of the buildings or whatever to get closer to them. Mm-hmm. Even if I need to try to move stealthily, I will. And I will, come on, drink. And I will try to hear what they're saying. Just move over there without being seen, and get over there. Yes. I also have 50 fucking feet of movement right now. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Okay.
Longstrider.
So you can get there like this, and you are walking above the building. So unless you I guess give me a stealth roll just in case you got one.
Okay.
See if you fall off.
Right, just die, as always. That is 13.
Okay. So you make it. You're not as quiet as you could be, but since there's only two people out and they're engrossed in conversation and not about to look on the roof, they don't notice you.
Okay, good.
And you see that one of them has gray hair, pretty tightly held back. The other has curly black hair. And they're both tall, slender, kind of middle-aged women. And one of them, the black-haired one, is saying, "I don't understand. They should be here by now. This is absurd. I mean, what's the use of dressing a queen if the queen isn't even going to come to shop?" The other one with the gray hair just kind of looks there and says, "Patience, my dear. patience. All good things come to those who wait.
That is very ominous. And it's ominous for one reason, and I will tell you later if it comes to fruition. That exact quote. Oh my god! Sorry. Nope, we're good.
Unrelated to this?
No, very related to this. Okay, cool. Sorry, this is me not metagaming into Macaulay. I will.
Oh Jesus! I just made everybody small. I'm sorry. Hi everybody, welcome back. I minimized the wrong window.
Then I'm just gonna. I mean, there's really nothing I can do, but I am going to. Can I just ask, what are they wearing? What are those two wearing?
Sure. One of them is wearing the one with black hair is wearing kind of a burgundy dress that's sort of form-fitting. Actually, they're both in burgundy, but one of them is wearing a form-fitting dress. The other one seems to be wearing form-fitting upper dress with a loose, like, billowing, flared skirt and puffed sleeves.
Okay. Cool, yeah. Then I'm just gonna continue waiting, really eyeing the cart, mostly, because Yersa can handle her DM self, because she's the boss at the beach. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Is there anything else? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what was I about to say? Because somebody messaged me, right? Irie?
Uh-huh.
Or Mama? Who messaged me? Somebody messaged me. Or am I wrong?
I
one did.
messaged Irsa.
Never mind, you're correct.
I think-
Well,
She was thinking about messaging you, I think, to say what you saw. But then they got in the cart.
okay, then never mind. Yep, I'm just gonna continue watching. Just being a prowling lioness.
Okay. Irie, you're muted, my love.
How about now?
You're good now.
Cool. My trigger finger was just itchy. I did Mama message someone right before getting into the.
Yes, I did. I messaged Macaulay.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I thought
Yeah.
somebody messaged me. I wanted to make sure that was clear.
Yes,
Okay.
it was.
And how far is the cart from me?
I was gonna say
I mean,
like 3 blocks. That's a D&D term, right?
Hopefully within 120 feet.
2 blocks.
Okay, fine, cool.
It's 120 feet away from you, Macaulay.
Great. Then, I'm going. Then before I hand over the reins, I mean, I'll do another roll. You need to do another roll, but I'm going to try to get closer within 30 feet.
Okay.
It's still on a building, but just looking down. To get closer to the cart, so
So
I
you can run in 2 turns if you need to. Or dash in 1 turn.
Yeah. Oh, I have. If I dash, I have 100 feet of movement.
Right, that's what I was saying. So you could just dash and be there if you needed
Yeah. Yeah.
to. Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Cool. And I'm going because I can reply to message, can't I?
Yeah.
Or no.
Yeah, you can.
Cool. I'm gonna say look for what's good for Mama? Look for clouds of rain, very small ones. If anything goes awry, that'll be your signal to get out of there as soon as possible. That's all.
A little full of rain. So, Mama and Irie, you are welcomed in to this overheated, silken carriage that has like a chessboard, or I guess 3 dragon Nancy board, whatever. On it, a looking glass, and more gold than seems remotely necessary. and sitting in an elaborate chair, wearing silks and furs and a massive crown that are way too big for her, is a young Tabaxi, wearing rings on every finger, and the older Yanti, who I said with the feather hat. He goes, "Welcome to my court."
I'm going to curtsy deeply and kind of nudge Irie to follow.
I will mimic that action.
You see, Stina, these are peasants, these are musicians know how to treat a queen. And Justina just kind of goes, "Yes, your highness," and sits in a corner with her arms crossed and glaring at you.
Sorry.
This is the best. I'm so sorry.
I'm so happy.
Musicians, you're not from around here, are you? We don't have your type of music at court.
No, we are not from here. I don't remember where we're from. Where are we from, my dear?
Oh, far away, but because we are travelers, a little bit of everywhere at this point, right?
Yes, we saw this lovely village and thought, wouldn't it be nice to just stay for a while, maybe? And then we saw this procession and we thought, how grand.
Oh, it is grand, isn't it? We must become citizens. You know, we could always use a hard worker in the kingdom.
Oh.
With a reception like this for musicians, I can't imagine we'd want to leave.
Well, you should go talk to the countess down in the center of town. I'm sure she'll get you all set up, but please, sing me a song from your culture. Sing me a song about me.
Oh. Okay. Irie, are you prepared to accompany on the shaky thing? Or do a dance?
Sure. You know what? Yes. Hold on, let me get prestidigitation out. So,
And his just kind of looks at his Tina and says, "Yes, surely every culture has traditional folk music of the great Queen Joan."
Of course.
every culture should. And
See, that's what I said, Histina. You silly, silly serpent.
we can certainly make a song, maybe music from our culture, but words about you.
Ah.
Oh, I would love that.
Okay.
Good lord.
Re mi gatito. Re mi gatito.
I'll make it like shaking. I'll shake, but I'm using prestidigitation to make faint musical notes that sound like the shaky eggs.
Okay, you get inspiration for that.
This is my best life.
You get inspiration for a shaky thing. Christina gets one for actually singing on the screen for a second. Give me a performance check. See how you did.
Okay. What makes sense here? Is one of us doing the help action, or are we both just? I don't care.
Sounds like you're helping.
Cool. You want to roll with advantage then, Mama?
Sure. Oh, okay. 21.
Oh, damn, that's a great performance.
Yeah.
So at this, the queen is so taken that she's just like kicking her feet in her chair. Even Histina has kind of chilled out a bit. And the queen's just like, oh, it's lovely. You're too good for this town, my dear. You should sing at a royal ball. That's what you should do. You should be my court musician. We'll tell stories of the bard from afar. Or whatever. Something. You're the bard. You'll work it out.
You
That's
know, that,
Go ahead.
that's so kind. Wow.
What a wonderful offer to be so well received in a new town. Clearly, you are a ruler of impeccable taste.
No, I am. I'm very fancy.
And such a patron of the arts. Look at all this beautiful gilded craftsmanship around your carriage. Just, I can't even imagine what your palace must look like.
This is what most peasants can't, but I'll tell you what, we collect taxes for a war. But we've stopped sending any troops and weapons and food.
I'm gonna act like this is the cleverest thing I've ever heard. That does not mean I feel this way.
Because it's the funniest joke. They all feel patriotic and give everything they can. And meanwhile, I just draped in jewels.
Oh, that's nice, dear.
You make his mutterings.
How's my sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Thought about it.
I was hoping you guys were going to think about that.
Yeah.
Guidance.
As a princess whose kingdom is at war, I have feelings.
Yeah, guess what? As a queen in absentia to her own kingdom, also
As a tax-paying citizen, feeling.
Tonight on a very special episode.
I think it's fair to say we all have feelings about this.
Yeah, in and out of game, perhaps. But important question, Mama. Were you serious about giving me sleight of hand guidance?
Yes, you know, the
Okay.
guidance or anything you want it to be. Before to anything.
Okay.
But if you
For
want me to
anything.
put it yeah. I'm not telling you to steal because stealing would be bad, right?
Of course not.
No.
Yeah, that would make this ruler bad.
Oh,
But is it stealing if it's already stolen?
This is a question for the ages. So, you know what? I think I'm going to. The hand is extended for me to kiss the ring.
And there's a ring on each hand. On each finger. On each paw bean.
oh, Bean.
Are they jeweled? Is there a signet ring? I'm just interested.
There is a signet ring on the middle finger. Each other one is a massive jewel.
I'm gonna go for the signet ring,
Okay.
and as I lean in to kiss it, I'm going to use prestidigitation to cause a small mark or symbol to appear on the object
Ooh.
and make it look like it's actually been damaged across, like, if there's a face, it's across the face. So it looks marred and
Okay.
like it's not a nice reflection of the person who's wearing it. Like it's
AKA
been
no
dirty.
longer valuable.
Yeah, like it would need to be fixed.
Okay.
So I'm going to lean forward, like, oh, this is lovely. Oh, how sad. It clearly you've been working so hard. It appears to be damaged.
What?
You know,
Is there something to see through that? It's not an illusion, right?
it's not an illusion.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a mark that appears on an object or surface for 1 hour.
Oh, okay, cool. So there's-
Um,
Istina, what is this? What is this? I haven't. Have you been using my seal again? And Justina just kind of looks at her and says, I never sign or seal any documents without your say-so, my queen. And she kind of just lights a pipe.
Alright, I'm gonna try this. Well, if you like, while I am an amateur bard, I am learning so much from this wonderful woman. I personally like to clean and repair wonderful finery, and I could help with this if you like.
Oh, yes, please. I can't bear to look at the filthy thing. It's disgusting. Take it away.
Alright, I will take the royal signet ring that is being handed to me.
She goes, Justina, order me a new signature ring at once.
It may take a little while, but only because I care so much about doing a good job.
Where can I find you, my dear?
Well, we hadn't found lodgings yet. Is there a place you would recommend here in town? It's such a
you
lovely
must
place.
stay with the Countess. She collects all of the taxes from me. They call her the sheriff because she's, a bit of a sass. But she's really she's a wonderful dear friend.
Oh, well, I will be sure to go and find her.
Duffy, she has horrible daughters, but, who doesn't?
That's
My mother,
challenging.
obviously. Well, she had one, but, no one's heard from her in quite some time. And no one will.
Yeah, it's always so complicated.
It's a family.
The family!
Of course.
Well, that is where you'll be able to find me when you're ready to pick this one up. But,
Well, it was.
yes,
Thank
I'm
you for the
honored
music.
to be of service.
Thank you for getting rid of this nasty, nasty thing. Justina, see them out. And Justina kind of just stands up and says, Yes, Your Highness. And just looks so over all of this.
Christina's just like a bluegrass fan, and we were not meeting the needs.
And as you leave, she goes, May I see the ring?
Of course. The mark is still there.
And she kind of looks at it. And you can tell she's like super inspecting it. And then
Cool.
looks at you and just, very well. And hands it to you.
Cool.
I'm gonna send a message to. I know. I'm like, ah. I'm gonna send a message to Mikali that says, Mikali, we're out. I didn't see great clouds, so is everything okay?
Everything is fine from here. Though it seems like there was a ruckus on the inside. Was someone playing music, or what they thought was music? I guess it was okay.
Still shaker thingies as I leave.
I'm just gonna put my guitar back.
What is happening? Where should I go?
Did you message Yursa? Did you hear back?
I think at this point,
oh.
yours has probably exited and is staring really, really intensely at the carriage.
I'd relay to Mama that she's found out a bit about how the taxes are affecting the people. She's okay. The people are okay.
Okay.
First of all, everyone's safe. Second, yeah.
And as soon as you get out of the carriage, it immediately moves on. Like the procession just starts again, kind of. You get out and it just goes. And one of the Goliaths kind of like, bye, and like winks at Mama.
Goodbye. Let's to Iria say let's regroup in the woods and make a plan from what we've all figured out. What do you think?
That sounds good. Do you think you see this countess person? I would
I'm
like
not
to know
sure.
what they look like. Is anyone
Yursa was
spotted
in town. Yursa was in town and so was Macaulay, so maybe one of them saw something?
Maybe. I would love to do a quick scan to see if anybody looks fancier or like they collect a lot of taxes.
So there are pretty much only like 3 people that you can see since everyone has gone inside, and that is the 2 fancy ladies outside, Ursa, and Macaulay, who is hiding, but you can't see her because she's so good at stealthing on rooftops.
All right, I make a note of what the fancy ladies look like, and continue, and I will follow Mama's directions. Yes, let's regroup in the woods.
I'll message Yrsa and Macaulay both and tell them the plan.
And Macaulay will just watch whichever way they're going, and then kind of like do one of those parkours off the buildings to the back of it, and go. You jump but you roll. So
Like I pictured it when you said it.
Yeah.
Like
Parkour!
It was perfect. It was perfect.
Yrsa just sighs and then goes to meet them in the woods. Like, are you sure? Are you sure I just can't take care of this right now? I think I can just...
As you walk through the town, Yrsa, before you can head to the woods, the 2 women call to you and say, "Darling, you're really walking around in that? Come in. We'll get you something nice."
Yrsa's just giving them a very chilly stare.
She goes, "Please, didn't you see the queen comes through here, my dear? Are you really going to wear that? My people will laugh at you in that dress, you little country bumpkin."
If they laugh, then they do not know who I am, and then leaves.
Give me a wisdom save.
$15.
Okay, so you leave, but something is kind of eating away at you. And as you walk away, you're still kind of like, is my dress not cute? Is my hair not cute? What's going on? Like, it's in your head.
I'm used to having things mess with my head at this point, though.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I feel it, do I recognize it for what it is?
Yeah, you do. You know that it's like it's some magical bullshit.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave for now. But I'm going to remember this.
Oop.
Possibly use it later.
Okay. So, just beyond the town is a dark wood. As you walk before you can regroup, you hear some wolves howling. You see a really skinny, underfed wolf run by. And you find a clearing that seems pretty safe for you all to meet up in.
Cool. Yeah, watching to just sort of see, like, are we being followed? Are we being watched? Is that a perception?
Yes,
check?
please do.
I don't...
Can I
Because
assist
I'm
in
good
this?
at that.
Yeah, you
Sure.
can.
You get advantage. I'll help you because I'm also proficient in perception.
Oh,
That's the first thing I would have done.
just barely. I mean, I'm a charisma girl. But I'm creeped out, so I'm gonna try. Okay, not bad. 19.
Okay.
Hello.
Thank you for the advantage. It helped.
So you hear some scuffling in the brush, but it seems to be like, you would guess it was the wolves, probably. But you also hear faint music. Like you can't really tell if it's magical music. You kind of hear a guitar, maybe some humming.
Okay.
It's pretty distant. Not like it's right there. Just kind of intermittently.
Could I Arcana check to see if it's magic? Or is that too much at this point? I can also...
You can Arcana check it.
Of course, the
guidance
best question
still
we
up?
need
I forgot. But...
the best question we need to ask, are they singing about eggs?
Yes! I would gladly do an Arcana check. I'm guessing guidance is gone at this point.
I mean, Mama said
You've used it already.
Yeah, you used it. Unless
I
Mama wants to give it to you again.
Okay.
Oh, wait, did you use it?
I didn't roll.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
so
you
can use
didn't?
it. Then you have
No, I
it.
don't think so. All right, cool. I should have, but I didn't remember. But I remember now. So Arcana check. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so that's rolled a dirty 20 plus Arcana, so 24. Is it magical music? As far as I can tell.
It doesn't appear to be. It
Okay.
appears to be very irritating music, but
Ah.
not magical music.
Good
Like,
deal.
this singer's voice is awful, and you can barely hear it, but it is not good.
That's not my favorite song ever. Do you hear that? To the others in general. I don't see anyone, but
I probably
wolves
honed
don't
in
play guitar, so
on
I don't-
the wolves and stuff. Does it seem like any wolves are still around, or are they just kind of just in the area?
They seem to just be in the area. Once Irie points it out, you can all hear the music. And to everyone but Macaulay, it sounds atrocious. Macaulay, this kind of sounds like your jam.
Uh-huh.
I imagine yours is just like, that lady in front of the shop gave me a bit of a headache.
They seemed interesting. I saw them before.
She
Why am I
tried to
talking with a
cast a
British
spell
accent?
on me.
Did you want to go in the carriage?
She was trying to convince me to come inside. I don't know if it was a sales tactic or something more sinister, but we could possibly use that to get in later if we need to.
Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine.
All right.
I'm used to fighting this sort of thing.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I saw those two. They seemed very pissy that the queen did not come over to go into their shop. I do not know why. One was very eager. But besides that, this music sounds like it reminds me of home or something. Can I pinpoint where the music's coming from?
Yes. Now that you can hear it, you can pinpoint a direction, even though it's pretty faint.
I'm going to start heading into that direction.
Okay.
And yours is just going to sigh, follow, and just rub her temple a little bit. Just making my headache a little bit worse.
I can't do a craft to help that. Actually, what I will do is, as I'm walking, I will hold on. Sorry, trying to spell something real quick. That's what I thought. Yeah.
I will come out up alongside Macaulay and hand over flashbang. Actually, since Macaulay wasn't there when we received those.
Thank you. And
This is for if you have problems with me.
I'm here.
I figured it was best for some of our group if we had a non-lethal method of dealing with that sort of thing.
That is fine. I will make sure of it. However, we're queens. You know, I always know how to deal with something non-lethal. It will still hurt, though.
You know, I'm not afraid of pain.
That's good. But for now, you seem like you are. Therefore, and she's going to keep walking, but she's going to press her. She's going to like this is Yursa's head. She's going to trace around her head, specifically in her temples. And a flower crown of lavender is going to form.
That's
And
so
lavender
relaxing.
is actually really good for like headaches and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Headaches and soothing and
Exactly. That Medusi taught me that one. You need to.
thank you.
Good. Yeah, she's gonna keep walking.
Yusta just looks a little surprised, and it does feel better.
No. Druid's got a druid.
I'm loving this barbarian druid hybrid, by the way.
I gotta
Mama,
bring
you're
Rafiki
muted,
into
my
it
dear.
somehow. Oh, people are muted. What? Oh.
Yeah, my mom was trying to say something and she was muted.
Oh, I was just going to. Am I hearing the music as well?
Yeah, you can hear it.
Okay.
It kind of sounds annoying. The guitar doesn't, but the voice sounds not good.
You know, I'm like so inspired right now. I'm trying to work on a song, and it's like really harshing. Like I can't focus right now. I'm trying.
There you go.
I'm gonna go and kind of sneak over there and do the unassuming old lady thing and just kind of peek my head through the bushes and see what's going on.
Unsure of who to follow on this, I'm gonna sort of walk a few paces back from the barbarians, and sort of like keep an eye open to where Mama. I'll be a supporting
Oh,
character.
were we moving? I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
I'll follow.
It seemed like you were all kind of trying to check out what was going on.
The music, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll just follow.
Okay. See, everybody... Are you trying to sneak? Or are you just kind of going to see what's happening?
I would love to try to be stealthy,
Okay,
but
then
I'm in the back.
give me a stealth check, darling.
A part of me is like, would she have tried to sneak?
Nope. 5.
I really don't know if she would have tried to sneak because she was just so entranced by the music. I
Okay.
think she's slow. She's not just like, oh my god. She's not one of those things, but
No, she's
know what?
just like, this isn't bad. What are they talking about? This is
But
fine.
she's also a queen, so she's just not going to walk into an area like, what's up? Like, she's
Right.
going to be very meticulous. So I guess technically sneaking is just not intentionally.
Okay. Irie, what did you get on your stealth?
Oh, I got a 5. I don't
Okay.
understand how underbrush works. I'm like, this. Why did the leaves make noise? What is happening?
Macaulay, what did you get on your stealth check?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have not read yet. Sorry.
Everybody give me a stealth check.
Ooh, beach. That's a 22.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
I'm good at like 3 things. Stealth is not one of them. I'm good at those 3 things most of the time.
So all of you but Irie kind of sneak through the brush and see a large red-headed shifter, kind of mid-shifted, with like pointy cat ears, strumming on a guitar. And he looks at Irie and just goes, "Well, hey there, Mama. What you doing in this neck of the woods? Haven't seen a sweet jazz kitty like you in quite some time."
What is going on?
I'm sorry,
And-
I should have introduced myself. My name's Thaddeus O'Miller, and who is this lovely lady that I happen to be meeting the acquaintance of?
Iriella.
Now,
It's a pleasure to meet you.
that is a beautiful name, Iriella. You must be nobility of some kind.
It was my mother's name. And she was.
Well, if she was half as beautiful as you are charming, Iriella, then that must be quite a family. And he just kind of idly strums on
I
his
think-
guitar.
I think by this time, again, because you want to be trying to stealth, she's just going to get walk through.
My friends are here as well. And defers to the friends.
Goes, well, where are your friends? And then he spies Macaulay and goes, hi, you do have some friends with you. Thaddeus, you can call me Thad O'Malley. Wandering minstrel at large. Part of the O'Malley Minstrel Band.
Stop talking. What was that music you were just playing?
Oh, well, that's jazz, sweet kitty cat.
Well, one, it is very good. I will give you that. Two, I am Mikali, chiefess of my tribe. As in, don't talk to me like some idly cat. Like, give me some respect.
Chiefess. Well, I'm a lead singer, so I guess you could say I'm the face of my merry band of minstrels.
Well,
and it is a pleasure to meet a chiefess and a noble lady like Miss Ivory from the sea. What are you two fine, purebred women doing out alone in the woods with a no good alley cat like me?
By the way, Yrsa is still staying stealth because noping out of any sort of conversation like this.
I was actually positioned herself in front of Yrsa, like, no, not again.
Oh, good.
CV, you were there when they met Gaston.
Oh no.
Harrison nearly broke his arm in an arm wrestling match.
Oh god. This is my turn, I see.
The only reason Yrsa didn't kill him was they were saving puppies.
We're saving 15 lost puppies.
We are not just out here in the woods with, what did you call yourself again? An alley cat? That's unfortunate. We were biding our time. What are you doing in the woods?
Oh, well, you know, just practicing for the next show. I do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. I sometimes sing a little song, take a little bit of coin out of pockets when the Countess and the auntie aren't looking, and do a little bit of redistributing after the show.
Oh, so you seem to be one who does not like this Countess, and I would assume that also means you don't care for the Queen either?
Well, I ain't never met a queen.
You've
But
met one now.
And he just stands up and goes, well, Your Highness, and does a low, courtly bow.
Irie is loving this. Please continue. Is like ready if anything's necessary, but please keep going.
So let me ask you this. You seem to be good at your craft. You seem to be somewhat of a charlatan, but...
Well, thank you, ma'am.
Wasn't a compliment. Anywho, you seem to, despite your personality, you seem to have something good within you. That's rare. Especially being one like me. You want to possibly assist us. A queen could always use a king's guard, if you will.
Well, now, I'm happy to escort you lovely ladies anywhere you need to go and sing any song that it is you need sung, but not much for garden. anything or anyone.
Um,
My
You-
apologies.
of all people should know the power of music. It can charm, it can soothe, it can render entire nations if need be. And it seems like your music is already doing that, so why not do it with purpose?
Oh, well. In these woods? I'm just saying I'm just passing by, doing what I can. There's, more powerful folks than me in these woods, and I don't just mean yours truly, Your Highness. Biz.
Well, good for you. We are just also passing through. But it seems like this is a problem we might have to deal with ourselves. Doesn't look like the town can deal with it on their own. I'm merely saying if you want more coin that doesn't come from the pockets of others, help me, I'll help you.
What exactly do you plan on doing, Sugar Kitty?
I will be quite honest with you. I'm not entirely sure yet. I need to confer with those I trust. But if I can have my way, and trust me, I can.
Oh, I believe you can have your way all night and every day.
She will growl for a second as he interrupts her. We will make sure that the villainous tyranny in this town is dealt with.
Everybody give me a perception check, please.
Shoot.
That's a number. That's a single digit number.
Ow.
6. I am engrossed
Wait,
in
is
this
that-
conversation.
12.
God damn it. 10. I was bad on mine.
It was
6.
perception. It was perception,
10.
right?
Yes.
22.
Damn.
Unbothered.
And
Dang.
Bother.
Also stealth and not dealing with any of that.
Mama, what did you get? You're muted, hon. You're still muted.
12.
12? Okay.
Yeah.
So Irsa, you notice a robin and a crow fly together and then land on the same branch.
Yeah, I'm throwing my axe at that branch.
Ooh.
Heck yes!
Or maybe not throwing it, but definitely attacking.
Okay. Do
If it's
that.
low enough, I'll attack it without throwing. If it's higher, I'm going to be throwing the axe.
It's a high branch. I mean, are you gonna be a crazy lady? Like, throwing things at birds?
Well, I have athletics. I can climb that tree.
I was just saying because it seems weird to see, like, a crow and a robin hanging out together. But, you
We
know.
already know one of them has a crow, and the other one supposedly has another bird.
Yeah, that is totally...
I don't like being spied on.
That's legit.
Amazing.
I guess give me a ranged attack, please.
Ranged, or can I reach them with athletics by climbing the tree?
You can climb up in the tree.
Okay.
They're on a, like, weak branch, though. So you would have to do kind of like a scoop motion to get to them.
Or I could cut off the branch.
You could cut off the branch and scare them away. Yes, that is true. You can do that.
Okay.
And
I'll
You
do
could
that.
not
Run
kill them
away.
by doing that, but you could
I-
scare them away.
I know, but, you know, might as well.
I'm gonna give you a boop of guidance before you leave.
Okay. So I add that to...
The initial roll.
A
The initial
d20 roll. A d4.
You're not. It's not an attack roll. It's an ability.
Not
check.
attacks.
Yeah. But like something like climbing or
Oh.
Yeah, like your athletics check.
Like
that
your athletics check to get up there and not fall.
Do I need an athletics check with athlete?
No.
Oh.
The
Yeah,
trees
I think
never
so.
bothered you.
Never bothered me. Anyway, so the attack, that'll be a 19 to hit.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. So you just cut right through that branch, and you hear like a "Rah!" and also weirdly a "Hey!" and the tiny branch drops.
I'm gonna try and grab the one that said hey.
Okay, that is going to be a dex. I keep
Figured.
thinking of Pugmire. I'm like, give me a traverse check. Ah.
Natural 1. Nope.
Okay, yeah, you do not catch that bird. You are lucky to catch yourself. You like reach out and you hear the robin go like, "Help! Help!" And the crow kind of nudges it and seems to be directing it, and they fly off.
Well, that's one of the oddest things I've ever experienced.
Can I hear it saying help?
It's a pretty small voice. I'm going to say only Ursa hears it, but everyone on the ground sees a branch fall, and then you can notice what's happening.
Okay.
Yeah,
which
so you
point-
basically...
That
You see
Miller just goes, "So the ladies are looking, huh?"
More information. We've heard about them.
You know,
Yeah,
say
you actually,
Ursa, like, climbs down, like, gets to the last branch and does the whole knees over the branch and, like, looking upside down at everyone.
I love that.
When she says this though, she's going to like saunter over and like now she's turning on the reason that Naye, aka Simba, fell in love with her. She's going to. What can you tell me about these women, these ladies? And she's like going to Druidcraft like the richest like earthen smell of just pure like definitely something like insensual.
Okay.
Because
Like sandalwood or something?
Yeah, something just to just entice and just make the moment
I like the word insensual.
insensual. Exactly.
Well, first he sees Ursa hanging like that and goes, "Well, my oh my, it just seems to be raining beauties in my neck of the woods. Hello, Thaddeus O'Malley, at your service, my dear."
I'm not interested. Don't talk to me.
You need help down from that branch, or you got that handled, little sister?
I've got everything handled.
And I do believe she does, gentlemen. He goes,
Sends a blast of freezing cold air his direction. I think you need to cool off.
Goes, "What is that intoxicating smell? That smells like my grandma's house. But like, home.
Speak, my kitten.
Goes, "Oh, well, you know, them ladies, they run, everything in these woods. There's the three of them. They've got, those two birds, what your friend scared off, and, that funny looking pink cat. Not like you and me, but like a little house cat. Sometimes a squirrel. But mostly the house cat."
Have they ever come out of their home?
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to tell, right? You never know who's There's three you. No, you're too pretty to be one of them. One of them, she's always ugly. She can't hide it. The one with the pussycat. No matter what she does, she's always that scrawny old... I'm not going to say anything louder just in case she's listening. There's always ears in this forest. You know what I'm saying? But if you traffic with the ladies, you best be careful.
And why is that? Are they nothing more than the animals and the whispers that you hear? Or is there something I should be warned about?
Well, I hear tell one of them's a dragon. And the other two's got powerful magics. Ain't nothing happens in this woods or that town without their say-so.
Is that so?
Everybody goes to the ladies for boons.
They are givers of magical help, if you will. Okay.
Sometimes help, sometimes they might just kidnap a boy and eat him. Depends on what they feel like that day.
Well, I'm going to hone you in on a little secret. Are you prepared? Make sure your fluffy ears are listening. You
I'm
are
always
officially...
listening to you, sister.
Uh-huh. Good. Well, you're officially, potentially on their shit list, as you are conversing with us. They know why we're here, probably, possibly.
You here to mess with those old broads?
Oh, we're here to do something of the sort.
He kind of puffs his chest up and goes, well, then you will require a gentleman escort.
She's going to put her paw out.
Uh-huh.
Like, I could always use one. Like, kiss it.
He will kiss it.
Good.
Ersa at this point will probably turn to Arian. Is just like, was it this uncomfortable with the whole Gaston situation? Was it like this, or was it worse?
This is amazing.
I'm just eating bread.
It's just like, is everyone mad here?
Lol. She's going to put her finger and say, "One moment, play your little song." It turned back to Irie. So
Made him make his own hold music. Okay.
Exactly. Play your own elevator music, please. She turned back to Irie. So it looks like we have one of two choices. I'm going to let you and the others make that choice. We either deal with the town and the queen, who I gather is much less than she appears to be. I haven't met her, so I can't say that.
We could talk.
And we shall. Or we can head
Your instinct
towards...
is good. Sorry.
Good. Or we can head towards the Wicked Three, if you will.
Interesting.
Either way, something needs to be dealt with.
I'm of two minds. On one hand, that lady in town tried to cast a spell on me. On the other, one of those birds doesn't seem to be with them of their own free will. Called for help.
Interesting.
Where is Mama?
Oh, I'm in the bushes eating bread.
She's still hiding.
I know this is Macaulay asking where's
Oh!
Classic D&D trope. Hanging out in the bushes eating bread.
I'm gonna sell t-shirts. Scotch scones.
Yes.
Careful, I will do it.
Do it! I want one.
I also want scones.
I have scone mix.
I might make scones tomorrow. Anyway.
Always pack your 50 feet of rope in your bag of bread.
Bread rope? Is bread rope a thing? If not, it should be.
Rope of bread?
Look
as
at
long
this
as you can
bread.
plait it.
Isn't it neat?
I played One Ring once and we got hired by an NPC who we really insisted stay home. And he was like, "No, I'm coming with you because I think you're going to swindle me." So we're like, "Fine, bring like sandwiches. And the DM rolled it that he just had endless sandwiches, so we never had to search for food.
Oh, sandwich mage.
Bag of endless sandwiches.
We had a snack bag of holding in one game because it just always had snacks. It was great.
I love it.
We had a bag of colding in our game so we could store food.
That's great.
All right.
So, Thaddeus Miller.
Indeed.
Thaddeus Miller is singing a song that Macaulay, you understand lyrics that are, the song's kind of about you at this point. It's pretty much, he's singing words like, everybody wants to be me and Macaulay, because me and Macaulay.
Quick question. Is there a
Because they're
reason
cool
why
cats?
it sounded good to me and not the others? It's because it's a shifter?
I'll get to that in a second. So he's singing, everyone wants to be like me and Macaulay, would we dance, we all know your folly, that kind of thing. And everyone else, you hear what sounds like, wow, 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 wow.
Dead.
Thaddeus Miller is a College of Caterwauling bard.
Because of course he is.
Of course, it's perfect.
You know,
And
at
it
some point,
sounds
no
good
amount of bread.
Sounds good to shifters into Boxy, but terrible to everyone else.
That's actually hilarious.
I love it so much. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And you're just turning to Aaron. He's like, "It's not just me, right? This doesn't sound good, right?"
It sounds fine.
It's not my style. I don't listen to much jazz.
Yes, maybe I should stay away from this jazz. I don't think it's my style either.
So sorry, jazz aficionados. I actually love jazz.
But at this point, our character's only exposure to jazz is caterwauling.
Yeah.
I just don't have taste. That's all that's happening. Trying to bring it back in a little bit because I love this, but since I can't see Mama, right? You're still in the bush.
I'll come out, just kind of tunnel into the main clearing now that I kind of see that everything is cool.
Okay. Because if not, I was just gonna message first. But like, essentially, so it appears we have a guardian now, and Macaulay was quite the charmer. Though, I wonder what scope our work here should really take.
I will say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I want to make sure, and I don't know if we want to do this in RP or just like we're walking, so we talk in each other's confidence, trying to look out for creepy birds listening to us. But I would want to have relayed like, oh, so this Queen Joan is the crap.
Yeah,
And-
by the way, the more Eri talks about Queen Joan, the angrier Yrsa is getting, and the colder the air is getting around her.
This is a ruler who taxes their people in order to pay for a war they no longer fight. This is a ruler who wears jeweled rings on every finger while her people starve. This is a ruler who plays at war in order to make money off of the people she is meant to protect. This is the ruler who sits on a throne that isn't hers. And I don't like our servant either. This is a ruler. And she takes out the signet ring that she has now, and it has a Mar on it. And she takes the ring out and just dismisses prestidigitation. Like, this is a ruler who doesn't deserve to wear this emblem, whatever it stands for. She hasn't earned it. And I don't think she deserves it. And I would like to take it from her, but not keep it for myself. But that's just me. And I know that we have other missions at hand, but I like the idea of taking from someone who takes from others. And like, we'll pretty much just stare at it. Like, it's cool for a little bit, and then it's just awkward because she keeps being quiet staring at it. So we'll take it to the awkward place if someone else wants to talk.
That's pretty much like, well, you'd make a merry minstrel, mama.
I'd like to someday.
So,
And we'll wink at at Thaddeus.
Like,
Get that
Ari,
mixed up.
point me to this woman. I will not call her a princess. I will not call her a queen. Point me to this woman. So that
wonder
I
if
may
you-
do the world a favor.
Makala's gonna hold her hand up for a second. Now, I cannot tell you what to do, Yessa. However, you are also a queen. And if there's one thing we should know, is that perception is everything. If you dealt the final blow to someone who currently, though not rightfully, is also a queen, it would not look good on you or your kingdom. We need to do this carefully. Do not get me wrong. If my fingers could slice her neck, they would. But we need to play this right.
We have an open invitation to a colleague of hers, resident, known as the Countess, who serves as a collector of these taxes and is somewhat of a fancy person in that town. I wonder if you saw anyone like that, Yrsa or Macaulay.
Well, the person who tried to cast a spell on my mind was fairly fancy.
But I do not think they were what is being referred to as the Countess. They were two different.
As soon
They
as
might.
Oh, go ahead.
We can use the Countess to get to the Queen. I'm fine with that. It would be best if we deal with the three when our party is full, if you will.
One way we... Oh, I don't want to cut the DM off. I know better.
Just gonna say, as soon as you say Countess, Thad stops singing. And
Oh, gosh.
first kind of looks at Mama and goes, I believe we haven't been properly introduced. My name is Thaddeus O'Malley, but you can call me Thad. I'm the lead singer of Thaddeus O'Malley's Merry Minstrels, and may I have the pleasure of my esteemed and beautiful companion.
I'm taking the bread out of my ears and say, hello, my name is Sakoro, but you can call me Mama.
Ooh,
music.
mama.
Very interesting. Huh.
Is that a guitar I see with you too?
Yes it is.
We should jam together sometime, Mamacita.
Ooh,
Oh, you get spoke for every Latinx woman, man, person out there. You ever had a white person be like, ooh, mamacita?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're so spicy. Well,
That is one of the things Joan said about your music. She said spicy.
It was spicy.
I noticed.
Yeah, I believe. I'm angry again. Please go on.
But
You know,
more to the point, did I hear you talking about Countess Perrault?
oh, is that her name? Countess Perrault, the sheriff?
Folks call her the sheriff. She's the Countess Count Coin. That's pretty much all she does. She and her Auntie Gilda, Auntie gilded collar, pretty much just go around and take everybody's money, make themselves look fancy, and go to balls.
But those have been the two fancy-looking women outside of the shop, and she describes the ones that she saw.
Yeah, that sounds like them.
Do they have magic?
Oh, good. I have a score to settle with them.
I missed that last part. What did you say those people were?
The Countess and her auntie.
Oh, that was them? Oh, I didn't realize that was them. Okay.
Auntie Gilda and Countess Peril.
Hilda and Peril. Making a note of those names. Which was the one that was actually speaking to Yrsa?
They both were. They were both trying to get you inside. And they both commented on, the shabbiness of your dress.
Ah. Yeah.
It was Gilda who called you a country bumpkin, and the Countess who said everyone would laugh at you.
Whew.
Darling, your hair, darling, your dress, people would laugh at you.
Just cracking her neck.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with those two neither, but I'd take them any day over the ladies, because they got money and they got style, but at least they wouldn't turn me into a frog or a bird or gobble me up while they was a dragon or something.
Turn someone into a bird. Have they done this before? That you know of?
Well, I'm not really sure what they ain't turned folks into. I've heard some boys go missing. I've heard some birds flying around saying, help me, and Thaddeus O'Malley just sings this song, minds his business, and picks the pockets of those who've got pickings to spare.
The pockets seem pretty deep on that Joan character.
What, the princess? Oh, you won't get near a princess. I mean, present company excluded. It's so nice to meet all of you. And this is a big day for me, honestly, but there'd have to be a court ball or something, and I ain't never been invited to play at one of those.
That sounds fun.
Well, as a matter of fact, Irie and I have an invitation to perform.
Well, see, now that ain't fair.
See?
It's her dancing. What can we say?
Old Miller and the
Fair.
Merry Minstrels have been playing in this town for damn near 3 years. And we
Fair
ain't
doesn't
made a-
seem like something this... Oh, sorry.
Said we ain't made a name for ourselves yet, and you just walk into the woods one day and you got yourself a gig with a princess? I say folks don't understand jazz, that's all it is. I mean, congratulations to a fellow musician.
Thank you. I've been working on a few things.
Do you want to come? You alone, none of your friends.
To the ball? Are you inviting me to go to a ball with you, princess?
If Irie and Mama can go, myself and Yrsa can act as their bodyguards. You can join their band.
So I wouldn't be like going with you. I'd just be like going with you.
Your presence will be next to mine. Therefore, you will be with the queen.
Yes, I would go to the ball with you, my queen. Chieftain. Yes, I would love to go to the ball.
Looks at Irie, sighs, looks back. Then I think we should need to be going. I would assume that people are still watching.
Yrsa's been kind of trying to keep watch. Has she seen any more birds?
You have not, since that one.
Look at her hair, look at her dress.
People would laugh at you, nevertheless.
Irie's going to, I think at this point, look to Mama, and again holding the ring. She's like flipping it between fingers, but not putting it on, and say, I wonder. I don't know if it's a good plan, but depending on how these women in this house work, if they have something we want and we have the ruler's signet ring, could we just demand it and take it? If the ruler's, I mean, that could be a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan.
That would depend on whether these three follow the rulers or not. If one of them is a dragon, the other
That's
two
a
are
good
powerful sorceresses, wizards, who knows. They may be a law unto themselves.
We were specifically told that one is not a dragon, though.
Only pretends to be.
Yes.
Mama, were you saying something?
Oh no, I forgot. I'm good.
I like the idea of having several plans. This could be one.
I'm not sure I like the idea of several plans. I feel like they could be simplified a lot.
And let's simplify it. I love Yersa. Kylie goes, then let's simplify it. And she starts walking back towards the village. Making sure and beckoning for the Thomas, not Thomas.
Thaddeus. Well, I thought you wanted a guard to the ladies, ma'am. Are we going into town?
For now, we will talk to this countess. We will get to the ball. We will handle that situation first.
Just so you know, ma'am, and you see his tail kind of hang between his legs, and he kind of paws at one ear.
Oh my gosh.
The Countess, she doesn't like me much.
Then you could perhaps hang back, do what you need, but and a flower is going to grow in her hand, but it is covered in thorns. She's going to hand it. She's going to hand it over to Thaddeus. Keep that. Smell that. You will find me.
You see him try and put it in like a button loop, and he's trying to do it without like hurting his neck. Well, I could take it back to town, but flower from Chieftain. And he starts to get all like weepy. It's like, you made it now, Miller.
And looks back at the ladies. We go to the chiefess.
You're the chiefess. You mean the countess?
We go to the countess.
Well,
Do you want to go together or separately? I have an inn. I can see what they were trying to do with controlling my mind.
frankly, the person who sits on the throne expects me to be there with their signet ring, so I would prefer not to show my face until I'm ready to hand it over, which is never. But I wonder, Karavas said that these women would get invited to the parties, unless I remembered that wrong. And there's a party. So, do you think they'll be going to the ball?
Then we should go to the ball instead.
Well, if they're going to the ball, I don't think they'd be taking their little dragon. But I don't know. Maybe people take dragons to balls. I don't know how this works, but
We can find out if there's going to be a ball and if they are invited. And then we can
I guess-
possibly.
What I'm saying is simple. Do we deal with the women now? Which means going to their home, whether they're there or not, to see where this dragon is. Or do we deal with the queen? Which means going to the ball to figure out more, to potentially strike, to do what we need to do. It's one or the other.
I think the ball.
And if the women are going to the ball, we can find out more about them.
More information is always better, in my experience.
I could go for either plan, but one involves a dress and music, so
Then let's head to the ball. I'm a queen. I can wear this.
You don't even know what it is.
You're correct. She has been invited to many a ball and many a royal affair in her royal Dora Milaje Wakanda gear on. So
I was looking at like, yeah, let's all go to the ball. We don't know when or where it is, but let's go right now.
exactly, you're correct.
It's like Yerso is going to basically go see the Countess because was being invited inside the store evidently to buy a new dress. So might be able to talk about a ball.
I'm
Now,
down.
do we want Yersa going in there alone and possibly attacking if they try and control her mind again, or
Dead. No, Macaulay would definitely be with her.
no.
or is somebody going to try and go with her?
You know what? If it's in pursuit of the mission and she doesn't have to mention the ring, she's willing to go. I got some gold.
And you did
I need a
say that
dress.
it would take some time to repair the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, what I love is that she's like, I'm going to the Countess. Y'all can come or not.
Yeah, it's like that person tried to put a spell on my mind.
Just
Want
to
to get her
give you
back
low
one way or another.
self-esteem.
Nah, she gonna die.
Unacceptable.
That's not cool.
Mm-mm.
When you're doing
Like now yours is just kind of like trying to search her mind and just be like, okay, how to not fight those low self-esteem urges and try and get them to come out enough that I can pull this off.
It's been long enough now that your brain feels fine.
Ah.
You feel pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going dress shopping
Let's do
Perhaps.
it.
with ulterior motives?
Yes. We are going dress shopping with ulterior motives.
This is my best day ever. Cool.
Okay.
I'm going to. Is Thaddeus coming with us?
So
Or is he
Thaddeus
hanging back?
just kind of goes, I'll guide y'all to the edge of the woods, but then I'll stay here and look for spooky birds, cause
Spooky birds.
well, Miller and the Merry Minstrels have nicked copper or two off of the Countess and Aunt Gilda, and they kind of know these whiskers by now, if you know what I mean. So it's best for me to be incognito, and I don't have a disguise on me right now, but I'll be here to escort you to the ladies and be your cat and Charmin guitar whenever you need one.
I'm sure we appreciate that. I would be very appreciative if you could catch that robin if you see it again.
Well, I'm sure your friend told you that I don't eat little birds that are
No.
transformed. Okay.
I don't want you to eat it.
I mean, I can catch a bird out in the sky, but I'm not. But
I would like it to be alive. I wish to know why it was calling for help.
I can do that if I see it.
If you see it.
I will also need you to study this, and I'm going to hand him a page of lyrics with some music scribbled on it as well. and you will need to comb your fur, and you will need to style it. We are going to be presentable, and we are going to be proper, and we are going to be punctual, and no flirting. None of that. You focus on the music, and the music alone. Is that clear? Do not swish your tail at me.
Ma'am, why do you think a cat like me joined a band?
There are many reasons to join a band. Honor, glory, tail, yes. However, some of that is for after the gig. There is before the gig time, there is the gig time, and then there is the after the gig time. Huh?
And he just kind of looks down at you and goes, you know what it feels like when the spotlight's on your face and you see a beautiful pair of eyes glowing up at you in the night, like they're looking just at you, and you sing your song just for them. And
Yes, of course.
you feel that spot in your heart, like you just gotta jump off the stage right there. That's what music's about.
That takes focus and that takes practice. You cannot just go do that because you feel like, oh, I must kiss that person. That is not art. Art is practice. Art is hard work. Also, combing your fur.
Well, this sure is a different kind of band than I'm used to, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
All right. Good. Good. Work hard, play harder. But in that order. Work first.
Yes, ma'am.
What did I miss?
Ivory-
Sorry.
Ivory will sneakily take a fork out and comb a little bit of her hair,
Oh!
and then put it back. Go
Mama
on.
sassed Thaddeus to comb his fur and stop using music to get tail. So he just kind of slinks back woodswards, kind of like brushing with his ears with his paws. And you occasionally hear him going like, ow! As that flower like stabs him in the neck.
So we're heading to the Countess?
Yep.
Okay. That's if he grows on her, actually. No, okay, so yeah. Then I guess they head off. Kind of missed what happened before that, but yeah.
So it sounds like Yrsa and Ari are the ones that are actually going into the shop.
Macaulay, if someone put a spell on Yrsa, Macaulay's gonna be in there. And plus she saw them, so she knows what they look like, and they seem like they have ulterior motives. At least from what she saw. She didn't know anything about it.
And Yrsa's going to kind of like lean down to Ari and just go, act like you persuaded me to get a new dress.
Okay. Well, I mean, you don't need a new dress.
I know.
This is a
But-
good dress. Has no one told you? This is a good dress.
We need a reason to be inside.
Absolutely. But yeah, okay, yes.
If they say what they said before, I'm sure you will hate them, but
I'm close to hating them already. I don't see any reason to use magic to just annoy people. Especially when it's lying to just annoy people. At least have a reason.
as I said, I think it was quite possibly a reason to get me inside. I'm not sure how nefarious that reason was, whether it was a business practice to try and get me to buy more clothes. It seemed rather silly.
It somehow feels worse. But let's go.
So who is
And-
going into the shop?
I will go.
Okay.
Sounds like everyone.
Okay. Macaulay, are you going in too? Okay. So you get back into town, and you see that folk are kind of milling about the area again. Like, the panic seems to be over. And, you see a sign outside of the shop that you hadn't really noticed before that said Pearl's Wares and Collections. And through the windows, you see up-to-date, fabulous gowns, as well as enormous powdered wigs.
Who would wear wigs?
People with something to hide? Under a wig? I don't know.
Point.
They look like clouds.
So are you going in?
Yes.
If I've been told to sell that I've gotten Yrsa to come shopping, I'm willing to go in first, and we'll kind of do the, how hard do you want me to play this first?
Start medium. And I don't think you'll need to ramp it up, but you can.
You'll give me the look if I need to. Okay. So, not fully aware of what medium is, but she's going to try for medium. Extra medium.
Extra medium.
We'll, like, go up to the door and go in and do a quick scan and see if there are people inside.
So the first thing you see when you walk in is a massively fat black Persian cat that's waddling around. Beyond that, you see on, like, mannequins that seem to almost be moving. They're clearly magicked in some way. And they're slender and basically, like, stereotypically beautiful figures kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Shimmery, sparkly, figure-hugging gowns.
That yours is probably far too muscular to actually fit in.
Quite possibly.
Ivy's probably too short. They're very much her look, but
Yes.
Tritons are short. So, yeah.
I'm
These are
quite
all,
tall.
like, clearly off the runway kind of thing.
Mm.
We're in a couture shop.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Here's his eyes twitching a little.
And behind the counter, you see, sitting in a big chair that you wouldn't expect to see in a shop, really. The older woman that Macaulay saw earlier and that Yrsa, who was nasty to you earlier, sitting down. And standing up, looking in a mirror and kind of twirling, is the other woman with the black hair. And the woman with the black hair kind of turns and just goes, "Well, I look fabulous today. Shame I can't say the same about you, darlings, but you're in the right place at least. Welcome. Come on in. And you came back! Oh, good. What are we going to do about that? Bumpkin chic?"
I talked her
just
into
kind of
it.
twitching.
And I'll do the, like, putting an arm over a friend's arm thing.
Yeah.
And just be like, I talked her into it because we're looking forward to going to the ball this evening and don't have anything appropriate to wear.
Well, this evening, the ball isn't until next week, dear.
That's what I got ahead of myself. I'm so sorry.
Or were you painfully misinformed? But surely no one would lie to you about that for an invitation.
Ivory's starting to realize that maybe this person wants to be hurtful, so she's going to try to act a little bit hurt.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like, oh, well, I'm sure it was just a misunderstanding. But it would be great because now we have time to get a fitting in case one is needed, which it seems like one's always needed.
And at that, the one sitting in the chair just goes, "Welcome. I'm the Countess, and I suppose you'll want something bespoke. It won't do to go to the ball in that. Your hair alone would get you laughed out of Queen Joan's court. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised that Gilda here let you in the door."
I'm quite persuasive. Just kind of like with one of those forced smiles.
At this point, Macaulay's probably walking in.
Okay. The Countess just goes, "I'm Countess Perot, and you are absolutely in the right place to look chic and your best. That is, if you can fit into anything here. But we do alterations. But of course, we expect you to alter a bit of yourself for fashion as well. That's where Auntie Gilda comes in." And the woman with black hair just kind of is immediately at your side. And she goes, "Yes, now let's see. The Countess does more with the clothing. I deal with the hair." And she starts touching your hair, Macaulay, as soon as you walk in.
Macaulay's bald.
Oh, yeah, she is. She goes, "What can we do about this? A wig?"
Macaulay's going to grab her hand and twist. And touch. And let's go.
Now, really, is that what you want to do to someone that you're shopping from, my dear?
Well, I would assume you would know the first thing about customer service. Ask before you touch someone.
My apologies. I wanted to fit you. A wig fit for, well, a visitor to court. I mean, let's not kid ourselves, shall we, darlings? Now let's get you all outfitted.
She looks at Ari. "This is in your court. I will be quiet." That's what she's saying with her eyes.
Well, what would you recommend we look at first?
She goes, "Oh, well. Let me see. May I touch your hair, my dear?"
Certainly.
She starts to finger comb it and sings while she does it.
Hate it so much. Okay.
Now, if we pinned it just like so, then I think with a corset, and she starts pinning, like holding your dress back, and just goes, "Now suck in a bit, my dear, suck in. Suck in. We don't want to look like a dumpling in front of the queen, do we?"
Has decided to play along as long as she can, but it's not much longer.
Yeah, it's like yours is just trying to gauge how much of this
And Irie,
can take.
Irie, give me a wisdom save, please.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, cool. That's a nat 20. It's a +4, though, so that's a 24.
Okay. You're fine.
And I will act. Do I feel something try to happen, or no? Like, magic-y try to happen, or no?
No.
Okay, cool.
Actually, yeah, no, you don't.
Okay,
Sorry.
cool. Well, I suppose.
She goes, "So, if we just..." And she starts yanking on the back of your dress. She goes, "Now just suck it. Suck in the gut, my dear. And if we put you in heels..."
Do I suck? I don't What?
She goes, "Now, if we can bring in those heels... Countess, will you bring me some?" She goes, "Oh, your little friend. The one we saw in the country dress earlier. Can you bring those heels? We'll need at least 3 or 4 inches for this one to get her in any of the dresses without tripping. We don't have time to hem before the ball."
I'm gathering this is talking to Yrsa.
Yes.
Yrsa's just going to take a look and see if she can spot any heels.
You see some in the back, and the Countess just goes, "Don't even bother. We don't have any that massive."
Are we actually?
That's
we
fine.
actually
I can make my own.
What were you asking, Ari?
Who is being called short in this situation?
You are.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I did not plan on this going badly, but I guess it's going to.
And Yrsa's just going to
Oh.
turn to Ari and just goes, "You see what I mean? These people."
I'm really not certain this is the shop we should be in.
Oh, well, this is the only shop to go to Princess Jones. Well, I mean, Queen Jones. Yes, we must call her Queen, mustn't we? And then they kind of look at...
Macaulay, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, Macaulay would hear that, noticing that Yrsa and Irie are basically kind of turning off the persuasiveness, the charm, and say, well, ladies, they don't realize they are also standing in front of 3 royals, so we will take our services and our kingdom somewhere else, yes?
I'm gonna
Yes,
look
let's.
to the one who was yanking me and telling me to suck it in. I forget which one it was.
Auntie
But
Gilda.
I'm gonna look up to Auntie Gilda wherever she is. Like, you work by commission, don't you? And wait, I don't really expect an answer.
Yeah.
But maybe there'll be one. Wait for one. Like, big mistake. Huge. And walk out.
Yeah, I think all of us walk out at that point.
Yeah.
I stand at the door and see if they follow.
You
I
were?
wanted to buy a dress. I did.
I'm out on the street just kind of like snacking on a roll.
Well, you didn't go inside.
No, I'm just looking through the window just like, this is... No.
Oh, man.
Well, we did find out when the ball is.
You did.
So, Macaulay, are you leaving too?
Nope, I'm standing at the door. I started to walk off and I turned around just to see what they were going to do.
With that, the Countess just goes, I suppose we don't need their money anyway. We can just do another round of tax collection. But you are going to the ball and you're going to want something better than that, my dear. So let's get you fitted, shall we?
She gets raising the brow, just staring. And actually, when she says that, you hear a low growl as she shifts into her form. And she's going to step forward and say, "You are fucking with the wrong ones. We are not some peasants. We are not little ones trying to be pretty and feel like they mean something. We are something. We are the Queen of Frost. We are the Queen of the Sea. And I am the Chiefess of the Pride. You will not fuck with my friends. If you try, I will rip your heart out and feed it to the hyenas. Trust me, someone already has. You can find her head on a pike." This is full-on intimidation.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
balls at that.
You know what? Diplomacy went out the window when they were gonna be rude. It wasn't gonna happen.
It's like we gave it a shot, but
We did.
if you're saying
shot.
Ari had stayed in there longer, they were gonna die.
They were gonna die. They might still.
Very true.
I do want to walk away from the shop, but since Macaulay's staying in the door, like, keep an eye on my party member and be like, I want to be there if I can help.
Yeah, let's see if Macaulay will need any help cleaning up.
Because I just
I'll be
immediately
outside.
forgot how D&D works. Is intimidation against intelligence or wisdom?
I don't know.
It's wisdom,
I-
but I'm not sure.
I think
would've
it's wisdom too.
Yeah, it would. I guess. Yeah, it's like how wise are you to continue in this situation?
Right? Okay. So roll me an intimidation, please. I rolled their opposed. I just wasn't sure what stats to apply.
That is a 22.
Okay. They are... It didn't matter because they're intimidated as fuck.
Get us a discount! No, but no, that's not important.
How did that count as Pearl just looks at Auntie Gilda and goes, "See now, Gilda, that's how you do a hard sale."
And you hear her growl once more, and then she even like, because when I think I described it, when she actually shifts, there is a little bit of hair that comes on her. And it's definitely like not mane-like, it's just Linus, but like it's definitely something. And she kind of just shakes it out, and she walks out.
Is there like a back door area to that shop?
Great question.
Yes.
All right. Well, Macaulay is shifting. I just like to kind of see if I can get that open. See if there's some spare bolts of fabric, anything like that.
Give me a thieves' tools check, please.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. 19.
Yeah, you open that door.
All right. If there's any fabric bolts, I'm going to steal them.
Roll me a stealth check. You do see a lot of fabric.
Oh. With me? Guidance? Myself. Stealth. Okay. 13.
Okay, so you are stealing these gorgeous bolts of fabric in like silk, embroidered. Some have like, they almost seem to have dancing beads on them. Like it looks like water. It's magicked silk and velvets and satin.
Oh, yeah.
And as you get the last bolt, you see a black, fat Persian cat with like the flattest face you've ever seen just hiss and howl at you.
Es como el diablo. Okay, I'm gonna run out.
Okay.
And I've walked back. If they've not followed, and they have not, I'll destroy them. I've walked back out to the girls.
Okay.
They will see that she's shifted, and just like, it's been handled. They want to follow.
Do we need to clean anything up?
No, not yet.
I'm just gonna kind of run out with like a giant like bolt of fabric under my arm. Hey,
More
we have to go now. We have to go now. You want dresses? We've got dresses. Let's go.
Let's go now.
Well, yeah. Let's go down back alleys, please, and let's head towards the woods.
Yep. Into the woods.
Into the woods. Lol.
Do. So you head back to the woods. And before you see him, you hear him. A familiar strumming. And pretty much like, I got a woman. She is a cat. She's good to me. The Kali. And the rest of you, of course, just hear like, "Ow, ow."
I found sourdough works particularly well. Anyone else want some?
I'm gonna take a piece and stick one in one ear and eat the other one, and then be like, wait, that was supposed to go in my ear.
Oh god. And Thaddeus will see shifted Macaulay, and she's definitely gets regal as fuck. Yes. So what do we do now? Talking to the women? We have fabric. We have no place to put this fabric. I am not a seamstress. That is not what I do. We would have to create these. Oh, okay, Mama. I think she has it. In the meantime, this ball isn't for another couple of days, week. we check out the witches?
Well, I heard them. I know you weren't asking me, but I did hear them ladies can sew. They sewed a dress for a princess not so long back that they had a mess with the color.
I really wonder about the nature of these women.
I would not lie to you. I do too. Because, as you all already know, I don't immediately trust the first person to give me a job.
Perhaps we should go and stealthily check it out, see if we can watch them.
And if we're cops, we can say we heard they were seamstresses and we need dresses.
We have evidence to that effect.
It's a good cover.
The best ones always have a bit of truth.
Best part of waking up is soldiers in your Sorry. No way. That was the first thing that came in my head.
Oh my gosh.
However, these women also had a bird that kept on saying, "Help me." I'm not sure we can trust anything they say.
Well, we were told not to trust them by someone who some of us, perhaps all, some of us at least, don't trust. So, you know, I don't have good experiences with woods, but this, maybe let's go check it out and see what happens. That doesn't feel like much of a plan, but maybe?
I have learned in my time as a queen that there are those who are bad and there are those who are worse. Sometimes the lesser of two evils is something to consider. Perhaps these women are bad. Doesn't mean our friend isn't. So, the least we can do is check it out.
All right. So with Thaddeus as your guide, you head into the woods. He knows exactly how to find the ladies, so you don't have to navigate. And as you are walking, you suddenly, you walk a little bit, probably like an hour or so. The woods get darker, and it gets kind of chilly. And everybody roll perception, please.
13.
24.
Natural 1.
21.
Okay. So, Macaulay, you do not notice anything out of the ordinary. You are probably just jamming out with Thaddeus and his sweet, sweet jazz.
That's fair. That's fair.
Irsa, you smell what appears to be fire, but not like a forest fire, like a cooking fire. Like smoke from, kind of smells like food.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like Mama's kind of place.
And Mama and Irie, you smell that as well. And you start to hear a faint voice. It's going, "Please help." Oh dear.
Does Yrsa hear this?
I was the lower.
Oh, you were the lower one. Sorry, Irsa
Yeah,
hears
okay.
it then. And
So I was
Ari
like,
just smells the
I don't.
thing.
I
That was
don't want to
backwards.
tell the DM how to live their life, but
No, that was me
It's
not
relevant.
looking
No,
and
it's
just
cool.
going by
It's cool.
sound.
Does
No,
the
no problem.
voice sound like the same one she heard earlier?
It does not.
I smell fire. I know what fire
What
smells like, guys.
Well, why does it burn?
I
Okay,
haven't gotten find an answer to this.
there's this voice calling for help, but it seems kind of soft and weak, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm suspicious, but I still want to see what this is. So I'm just gonna kind of say, I'm just gonna try and check something out real quick.
Meanwhile, Makala was just. Oh. What is happening?
I hear something. I just wish to. I wish to see it. Seems like something is calling for help, but it doesn't really seem very earnest.
I hear nothing but Thaddeus's quite exquisite music. It's growing on me.
Yes, I've been trying not to hear it for over an hour. So I'm just going to go a little ways off for a bit and see what this is.
Okay. Is anybody going to go with Irsa, or are you all going to keep walking in the direction of the
I'll back
ladies?
her up.
Okay.
I don't hear it, but get my Eldritch Blast in hands ready and follow.
This doesn't sound as urgent as yours sometimes can be. So, no, it's very real.
Yeah.
So I don't think Makali's recognizing that it's actually a problem. So she's like, oh, I'll catch up.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in chaperone.
Yeah, Mama, do that.
So Thaddeus kind of is like alone at, oh, hey there. Hey there, Mama. You want to join me in a jam?
Oh, no, Makali stayed too.
I know. He was kind of like alone at last with Makali. And then realized Mama was still there.
Dead.
I'm going to just kind of pull out, let's see, I rarely ever use my mace. I'm going to pull out my mace and just start, have a little flowery cloth and just start cleaning it.
So should we continue walking to the ladies' house, or do you want to, or should we wait for your lady friends?
We will wait. You can continue with your music. It's kind of soothing right now.
Well, all right then. Let's jam. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. So Irsa and Irie, you walk not that far off, actually, through some brush, and you see a very scrawny wolf kind of growling at a tall, slender, young girl in a pink dress. She's holding a basket. She has long purple hair. And she goes, "Please don't let him eat me."
Oh.
I really
Margaret
just want
and
you to
Irie
turn
are
around and
having
walk
dis-
away. It's like here's this just like there's something not right about this. That wolf should have already eaten that twig.
Margaret and Irie are having different reactions, which happens sometimes. I enjoy things.
It's like the thing is, yours is just kind of like when most people encounter a wolf, they will scream shrilly for help. This is not normal.
You know what? It's not normal. So could I Arcana check this?
Yeah.
See if there's some magic happening? Let's see how the dice work for me. Okay, 17.
Yeah, there's definitely something magical. Not about the wolf, but there's magic around this area. That's definitely a hungry wolf.
there is definitely some magic here. Like, quietly. Perhaps even message. Let's use message. Message like, there's something magical happening here, and it doesn't appear to be the wolf. It appears to be possibly her.
We know that there are shape changers.
We were told to
these
look out for
woods.
pink and purple.
Indeed.
Please save yourselves. And she starts to kind of poke at the wolf with a stick. I was just plucking berries from my grandmother, and this mangy wolf attacked me. Please save me, adventurers.
Adventurers.
Ari, I think we should just go.
I don't think that wolf has attacked her. I don't think that's how that. She'd be dead.
She doesn't appear to be. I think she could take care of herself. Honestly, let's just go back to the others.
Is she actually talking to us?
Yes.
As she says this? Okay, it's like
Yes. She sees you. She has like a basket of flowers on one arm, and she's poking.
not berries.
No. And she's poking at this scrawny, mangy wolf with a stick. And the wolf looks really hungry and is like, "Rawr."
Can I just toss the wolf some bread?
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna toss the wolf some bread. There, you can run now, and turns to leave.
Toss a scone to your wolf.
Yes.
wolf-
I'm just gonna. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, the wolf immediately goes for the bread. And she runs towards you and goes,
No,
"You
just
saved me.
no.
Thank
No.
you.
Oh,
Thank
what
you
is
so
happening?
much."
This
Too close. Too close. I meant
should
run.
ask before hugging someone. I've learned that.
Oh, please, I feel faint.
Ari, I think we should just go at this point.
I believe in you to take care of yourself, young lady.
My name is Mimsy, and I'm but a simple forest maiden.
What?
What is a forest maiden?
Are there forest matrons?
This makes no sense to me.
I'm but a humble virgin. I live in the woods and pick flowers and berries, and I'm so at risk of harm and danger.
This sounds utterly ridiculous.
This feels like bait. Do you?
I think we just should go back to the others. This forest maiden can take care of herself, I'm sure.
Oh, but
I believe in you. You
can't.
can take
I'm
care of yourself.
so scared. They're attracted to my voice. La 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 la.
If they're attracted to your voice, why are you still talking and singing?
It's what forest maidens do.
Then good luck with that. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Please don't leave me to be eaten by the wolves.
Shoves a
hear
bag of
them.
bread at her. Use this. And just leaves.
It's dangerous to go alone here.
I hear the wolves are metaphorical as well. And then she winks.
I don't.
Is this one flirting? I don't know.
I feel like I want to insight check, but I don't even know what to ask for.
Is this a trap? Insight.
I would like to try and maybe use insight to see if she's not making sense because she's trying to not make sense, or she's not making sense because she's not capable of making sense. So it's one of those. I have a guess. There was a stick poking incident with a wolf.
Okay,
But,
give me an insight check.
sure. Oh, balls. Oh, insight too. Great. 3! I am befuddled. As I was
This
before.
woman is very confusing.
I don't know. See, there's some magic happening here, and I don't understand it.
That she just kind of goes, honestly, I'm usually rescued by handsome young men.
Oh,
I'm sure you are.
that-
Why don't you wait for one of those to come along? I'm sure one will be by someday.
we won't interrupt you in your pursuit then.
Could you take me home to my grandmother's house? And she kind of cocks her head.
We don't know where she lives.
If you're a forest maiden, I'm sure you know your way there.
Oh, I do, but the wolves are ever so dangerous.
I gave
She
you a
kind
bag of
twirls
bread.
her hair.
They're very hungry. They will go after the bread.
I'm a message mama at this point, which is the like, yeah, we're having an issue here of like magic. You're like, so there's a person here acting like they're scared, but I don't think they're scared. Saying they want us to walk them home to their grandmothers, but I don't think they need us to do that. Please advise?
Please advise. Say no more. Macaulay and I are on our way.
Oh, I'm looking forward to Macaulay dealing with this nonsense.
I'm gonna grab Macaulay, kind of shake her a little bit, and just say, "We have to go. So I'm sorry that your date is going to end right now."
My what?
Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a language barrier, I'm sure. We have to go.
Who the thought that is? Just walks off with mama.
You ladies need an escort or anything?
Hmm.
I'll just
I
back
will-
y'all up.
Keep watch over here for now. I don't want you to just stay here.
Yeah, second message to Mama would probably be, she said she's waiting for handsome men to save her. I don't know if Thaddeus should get involved. This seems like his type.
No. No, it's just 25 words of no.
No, with all the others.
No, in all the iterations and
No, niet
thereof.
nine.
Yeah. Yeah, on all the languages that I speak, you hear no in like 5 different languages. All right.
I've never heard no in Undercommon. But yeah. Love it.
All right. Yeah, we'll head that way.
I imagine right now Yursa's just peeling this girl off.
Yeah, pretty much. And the wolf is now slunk away into the underbrush. And that's what Macaulay and Mama see. This tall, slender maiden wearing a clingy pink dress. She has long purple hair and is holding a basket of flowers. Basically throwing herself on Yrsa, going, I feel faint, but you rescued me.
Yeah, I don't.
What is going on?
This is a person who says they want help and needed rescue, but they were poking a wolf.
This is a person that does not make any sense. And I have told her repeatedly that she can find her own way to her grandmother's house, and I gave her some bread so that the wolves do not bother her.
My name is Mimsy. You wouldn't let a poor forest virgin wander alone, would you? I'm at risk of so many dangers.
Macaulay's going to look at her because she's like, what? But then immediately her mind goes back to purple and pink. And she goes, yes, sir, you're fine, right?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, yes, sir, you are fine, right?
Yes, I am fine. I'm just trying to keep this at a distance. Seems to keep trying to hug me.
What exactly were you other than a wolf? You needed help being rescued from something that didn't want to even touch you?
A wolf was going to eat me.
There was a wolf. I
Wasn't
gave it
gonna-
some bread. It went away. It was just hungry.
She poked it. That seems weird.
It didn't even really seem interested in harming her, to be honest.
How far away is Yersa from me?
How far did you walk up to her?
I mean, I would assume that we got into the area, but I don't know. That we probably stopped to be like, "What?"
So probably about 20 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Macaulay's going to rush over. Faster than normal, as you know, she's fast girl.
Okay.
And basically push Mimsy off of Yersa.
Okay. And as soon as you do that, she goes, and she shrinks and turns hideous and then vanishes.
This makes more sense now.
And that's where we'll leave tonight.
I had a feeling it was a trap.
It's a trap!
It made no sense.
If only we had the admiral, or what's the exact word for
The general?
the general,
General.
who was very fond of friends, who also was weary about traps. Could have known.
Woo! Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for Princesses Save Dragons, The Return. I'm Jess. You can find me on Twitter at Miss_Jess03. And I just published a new thing recently. So if you liked the College of Caterwauling Bard, you might like the Cat Barbarian that you saw playtested on this very channel. It's for sale now. It is Path of the Stray, so you can get that on DM's Guild. And you can get Book of Seasons Solstices, which is right there on display behind me. And see some gorgeous art and read some awesome adventures. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will be back next week because we are going to wrap this up, get that dragon, and go to the ball. And Christina, who are you? What do you do? Hi, Cleo.
Hey, I'm Christina. You can find me on Twitter at D20Xtina. I do a lot of DMing in my life, so but not online. But yeah, you can follow me to hear me yell about DMing, and I also do writing things. I was actually in Book of Seasons Solstices, so you can find some work there, especially if you are a person like me who has always wanted to go to a music festival in the Pacific Northwest and never got the chance because they closed the best one. Rude, but I resurrected it in Solstices, so check it out.
Irie, tell us who you are and what you do.
Hey, I'm Margaret. You can find me at Margaret Maynard on socials. I write things for life, but the more fun stuff that you can read that I've done, I'm in Uncaged Volume 2, where I have an adventure for higher tier adventurers. It's fun if you like scary things and Greek myths. So if you're a huge Lore Olympus fan like I am, you might get a kick out of this one, mostly because muses, and who doesn't love that? I'm also going to be featured in the forthcoming Uncaged Volume 4 with a bunch of loot you can get into your games if you like things that are protest-inspired but are built to help out your friends. You're going to like those items. But yeah, say hi to me on social. I also make dorky enamel pins, and I'm coming out with my new designs for the year soon, hopefully. So yeah, that's me.
Macaulay, who are you? What do you do?
Hello. Critical Bard here, as said at the beginning of the stream. Critical Bard across all social media channels. I am your run-of-the-mill bardic joy, content creator and vocalist. I have some things coming out soon, especially February 1st. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Wakanda Forever. I have many things in the works. I'm very excited about them. I cannot talk about them. NDA. Um, I have merch. If you want to go to my merch merch store at critbard.com, CRIT bard.com, where I have hoodies, shirts, hats, beanies, joggers, all things, stickers if you want them there. That's pretty much it. Hanging around, doing all the things. I will boost. I have started on twitch.tv/drop the die with JB and Justice Armin. We have started our all road campaign. It's going swimmingly. Hope you all can tune in and see that. And that is on Fridays at 7 CST.
Sweet. I'm still muted. And Ursa, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Zan Larson, and I am Pale White Rabbit on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. I am an artist. In fact, I have some art in Seasons, the book that is out and the book that will be coming out, as well as art coming out in Volume 4 of Uncaged now, I believe. What else? Yes, I also have a Story Envy store, which I hardly ever put out there, but I have some original inks, I have Critical Role fan art, I've got some really cool foil dragons, and that is Zan Larson Store Envy, and I believe that's it.
And you did all the art for the stream, and it's all on your Patreon.
Oh, yes, that is all on my Patreon, as well as more things.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We love you all. We love playing this, and we will see you all next week as we start to wrap this show up. Mwah! We love you so much. Have a great night, everybody.